to the Redskins. Hail victory. Braves on the path. Fight for all these seats. Oh. Cut it off. Cut it off. Hold on a second. Hold it right there. This season, let's keep it real. This season right here was a joke. It is a complete and utter joke. The Washington Commanders as a whole is just a complete letdown. No kidding. They're a complete, utter mess. They're a huge letdown. The season was supposed to be enlightening. I know the team was not going to be perfection. They weren't going to be that great. But it was supposed to be enlightening. We are supposed to have a team that has truly moved on from all the outside noise. We're supposed to have a team that can win football games. They won 4 games, yes, but those were all close games. And this team cannot make it easy on themselves at all this year. And as a result, it just shows. And I'm extremely disappointed to see that. And now I got a feeling that they're going to get cooked. They're going to get cooked tomorrow against a strong Miami Dolphins squad that's literally having playoff aspirations against the Jaguars, the Chiefs, and my Ravens. There's just literally no way I can put this into words, but I will say this though. Change will happen. Change will happen. I know the Commanders just got rid of Jack Del Rio, their defensive coordinator, but it's truly not enough to change the team. The philosophy. This has been an extremely frustrating season. We start out the year 2-0. We go on to lose 3 straight. The last 2 losses to go 2-2 were against the Bills and Eagles. I get it. They were tough games. But that loss against the Bears made me sick right here. That Week 5 game, I'm not going to speak more on that because that was just awful. Oh, don't get me started in this game too. Oh, as a matter of fact, these 2 meetings against the New York Giants, awful. Hard to watch. Displeasing to my looks. But the 2 most competitive games that you guys put up against were against the Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles. The team that has 10 wins on the year. The team with the best record as of now in the league. You put up 30-plus points in both of your meetings against the Eagles. Those were the 2 best games that I've seen from the Commanders all year. But as a whole, the season's been awful. It has been extremely frustrating to watch this team put in all the work and do their best, put in all the efforts to win football games. It's very frustrating. And to be honest, it all starts in that coaching staff. Riverboat Ron Rivera. I'm beyond disappointed with you. Like, do you make any adjustments at all? I'm being dead serious. Do you make any adjustments to win football games? Because this is just getting extremely frustrating to watch. The offense go out there, go 3 and out, punting constantly, and turning the ball over in crucial situations. Like, do you not make it easy on yourselves? Do you make adjustments at all to win football games? The defense keeps getting gassed out time after time. And it's not fair to the point where Sam Howell had some flashing moments, but having some moments where he let the offense down. Now, I get it. He's a rookie. He can learn from his mistakes. But do you give him the proper motivation, leadership to go out there and prove that he can lead this offense to greater heights? I just got nothing. I just do not know what to say at this point. Your job's on the line. And if you don't get your act together in the last 5 games, you're gone. Because we're done. The entire city of DC, the entire fan base, can't take it anymore. Now, in terms of getting to the playoffs, not even close. I don't see you guys making the postseason. You can try to go on a last-minute push, but you're going to need some masterclass performances from the offense, which I don't think is going to happen at all. Your job's on the line, Ron Rivera. Josh Harris is going to make a lot of changes in the offseason. You're going to have to wait and see if your job security is really staying put in yourself. Because changes will be happening. More changes will come once the offseason hits. Get it together, Ron Rivera, or you're gone. Simple as that. Eric Bieniemy, I said this before and I'll say it again. You can stay if you want to. The offense has looked inconsistent. I understand Sam Howell leads the league in pass yards. Yes. But he's worked behind a garbage offensive line that cannot block. And the run game has been somewhat decent. Brian Robinson, I'll give him some props. But Antonio Gibson, I don't know where he went. I don't know if he went out to the wilderness or something, but inconsistent year for him. Inconsistent year. Terry McLaurin, I'm just sad to see that the offense is letting you down. But it's not your fault. It's not Sam Howell's fault. It's just the offensive line just can't block. And that just doesn't set up enough time for you to make a play downfield. John Dotson, same with you. Logan Thomas, I'm not going to say much about you. The offense has been inconsistent. I'm just incredibly saddened to see Sam Howell dealing with this mess, getting sacked constantly, and just doesn't know what to do with the football at all. I know he takes time to throw the football. He takes a little bit longer to throw, but man. I think you guys should spend this draft next year fixing the offensive line. Because it is a complete and utter disgrace that these guys cannot block and provide protection for Sam Howell. And it's unfair that he has to go through this. It's unfair that he has to deal with getting sacked or getting chased out of the pocket. It's just very unfortunate that has to be put in situations where he has to go on game-winning drives or game-tying drives, scoring a touchdown in crucial situations in the fourth quarter. Guys, the truth of the matter is, I want Washington to succeed, even though I'm primarily a Ravens fan right here, as y'all see. My secondary team has got to improve and take a big step forward. Now, in terms of facing the Dolphins tomorrow, the question is, can you give these guys a shot and pull off an upset? Truth of the matter is no. But is it possible that they can do something special? Can they have a chance to pull off? They can if the offensive line provides protection for Sam Howell, which they got to step up. in order for him to make big plays down the field, which he has to do, not turn the ball over, unlike what he did against those Giants at home, which is unpleasing. And defensively, let me be real with you guys. Tua, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle are going to carve this defense. Those are the three targets that the defense has to be careful of, or be aware of as well. I'm going to say this to the defense right here. Here's the game plan. If you're not going to get if you're not going to get pressure on Tua Tagovailoa, you might as well just play cover 3 the entire game. Matter of fact, cover 4 the entire game. Drop all your safeties back and staying with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle the entire game. And if you cannot catch up to them, so be it. I just don't know how the secondary can hold up against those two receivers that are just built for speed. But I'm just saying that's the game plan for the Commanders' defense right there. Just play cover 3, cover 4, man coverage the entire game. If you're going to be able to stop this offense. They're not going to run the ball as much because they know that this Commanders' defense is going to get exposed all day. The secondary is going to get cooked by Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. This Miami Dolphins offense is literally built for speed, and it's going to show tomorrow. It will be a complete and utter mess tomorrow for the Commanders' defense. But they're going to do their best to try to get pressure on Tua, but if you're not going to get any pressure on him, play man coverage the entire game. Drop everybody back, including your linebackers too. Just rush 3 or 4 guys to try to get to Tua Tagovailoa, and then get the rest of your linebackers, your free safeties back to cover Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I'm just saying, from a fan perspective, that's the game plan. But from an objective fan perspective, the Commanders have to force turnovers, which I'm hopeful that they're lucky in getting turnovers. Offensively, provide protection for Sam Howell, which they got to do so, and not turn the ball over. Make big plays down the field against the Dolphins defense. That's your game plan. I got nothing else to say. But what I will say is this. Ron Rivera, your job is on the line. If you don't get it together, you're gone. You're out the door. I am sick and tired of the same story that's been falling through in Washington. I just want to see this team succeed, to be real with you guys. But I don't know. This may be my last video talking about the Commanders all year because their season has been a mess all year. But if they do something special tomorrow, I'll make another video and have something to cheer about. But I'm not going to worry about what's going to really be at stake tomorrow because I know that Miami has a lot at stake when it comes to the playoff race. Jacksonville, Kansas City, and every AFC playoff team that's contention for a playoff spot. But yes, Sunday afternoon against the Dolphins looks to be a wash. But if you want to get this win, it will take a lot from your offense and defense as a whole. Your job's on the line, Ron Rivera. You're out the door if you don't get it together. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Get it together, Washington. Your season's just... What a frustrating season. What a frustrating season it is.